tripod.
Welcome to keyboarding today. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. You guys notice anything weird about what's going on today?
You're in a bathroom.
Oh, I mean, that's not okay? I can be in a bathrobe, can I?
Sure.
I think I want you to describe, I want to hear some words about what you're thinking about how I'm dressed today. Actually, I'm just going to look this up for a second. What do you think about what I'm wearing today?
Doesn't really match the role of a teacher.
I do? I match the role?
No, the outfit
Give
doesn't
me
really
some
match.
adjectives.
The outfit
What
doesn't
is
really
it?
match.
What does it
the
look
role.
like? Comfy?
Unprofessional.
Comfy. Unprofessional. Comfy. I look comfy. What else?
Looks fine.
Unprepared.
Like
Okay.
you just woke up.
Unprepared.
Sleepy.
Lazy.
Prepared. Fun. Sleepy. Okay, pretend now that I'm going to a job interview and I just showed up. Hey boss, future boss, I really want you to give me a raise. I really would like this job. Which words would we cross off based on how I'm dressed right now? Do I still look fun if I'm at a job interview dressed in a bathrobe? No, what do I look like now?
Slob.
A slob? You're going to give some other words now that I'm in a job interview? You can do some name calling.
Lazy.
I'm pretty comfortable. Lazy. Would you think I was stupid? Maybe stupid, maybe not very smart. That's a word we're not supposed to say in education, but for today, I'm gonna point that out. Do I still look comfortable or do I just look lazy? Yeah, I don't look very comfy now that I'm going to job interview in my bathrobe. So I just want to point out that sometimes appropriate emails are the same way. Sometimes emails can look the same way if you don't do it right. So we're going to talk today about how to make emails look appropriate. And because I want to emphasize appropriateness, I'm going to take off the bathrobe. So that's kind of weird. Okay, so today, appropriate emails. We're going to talk about how it looks. I worked as a retention mentor before I became a teacher. And one of my jobs as a retention mentor for UVU was to receive emails from incoming freshmen. So people who are just a year older than yourselves now that you're in high school, or I guess if you're in 7th grade, imagine yourself 5 years from now. And some of the emails that I got from people were not very favorable. So I want to show you some examples and hopefully boost your confidence that you'll be a successful senior. Because some of the emails I received were not very appropriate. So I'm going to show you one of the emails that I got. This is what one of the emails I got looked like. It said, hey, you, it didn't even have, this was what I got. When I opened it, this is what it looked like. Can you see how some of those might look like some of the words that we've talked about? I'm going to blow it up a little bit so if you can't read it at the back. This is still too wordy. But do you see any mistakes? What are some of the mistakes you see in this email?
Capitalization.
Okay.
Paragraphs.
There's no paragraph. Where do I start? Where do I end? What is this about?
Right.
The subject line was whatever. It didn't really make any sense. So I was emailing them about preparing for, or I was emailing them about some frustrations their professors, or concerns their professors might have been having about them. And so they were just kind of rambling about what they were thinking in response. So we want to go today over the correct email layout. I'm going to show you these in writing so you can see closer if you can't see very well the email that I've given as an example. So what's that first line say there? Kate, read that first line with an arrow for me.
Email address is typed correctly.
Okay, so if you can, now that you've got the handout in front of you, you can probably see a little bit better. It might be kind of fuzzy that it has the appropriate email address with an @ and a .com at the end. Okay, so what's the next one? The next one says clear subject line describing the content of the email. So the content of the email is really important. This one says editorial assistant position, and it has her name in it, so that this is an example of a hiring manager email. She's asking to be hired, or she's giving them her resume. So this one shows an appropriate email for the type of email she's writing. It has an appropriate greeting, just dear hiring manager, with the title or the name of the person who you're addressing. Then there are double returns between the paragraphs, so there's lots of white space going on in the image. There's an appropriate salutation at the end, and there's some kind of digital signature here with contact information or something that makes it seem more personal, something that so that they can get back to them and contact them again. The correct email composition, now this is what you say, more about how you say it, not just how it looks. So this slide was showing you how it should look when you're formatting it, and this is thinking about what you're going to say. So the first thing you should do is you should include an appropriate greeting, and then the next thing is to use correct capitalization, grammar, and punctuation when you're writing an email. You need to write incomplete sentences, group similar thoughts together, and break up paragraphs, and create a professional digital signature for a personal touch. So some of the same things. So this is what a revision of that email looked like. And then I'm just going to have you, the homework assignment for today, now that we know what an appropriate email would be, for you to write your own appropriate email. So I want you to go home and think about a college service or something that you're interested in. So you want to demonstrate the appropriate use and layout and writing composition for an email to a student service provided at a local community college. You could use the internet to research which department on campus you could be interested in emailing them, and then you want to email a request. So you could email a request to a career services center, or you could write an email to the recruitment office at Snow College, or whatever you want. So think of something that you'd like to email them at, and then write up a little email and send it to me. And that is the end of my 10-minute lesson.
Great. Well, she's logging out. If you will fill out your form. Angela, do you want to give them your last name?
Yes, it's Roberts. Angela Roberts. Is the next person, are you going to use the projector? Okay. I just want to keep it up. I'm going to use the board too. And this is your lesson. Okay, yes.
Okay, great. Anyone have any questions?
Yeah, does anybody have questions for me?
No, but if you wouldn't have pointed out that you were wearing something strange.
You really wouldn't have, you wouldn't have noticed? Is that what you're saying?
It was a cardigan. I haven't seen one say anything either.
You were like, okay. And everyone was like, Good thing we have girls in the class, I guess.
I thought that was
I'll keep that in mind for if I ever teach a whole class full of boys. They won't notice if I'm wearing a bathrobe.
Yeah, you'll have to bring it up, kind of like.
Maybe that had like big.
I was even like wearing
hearts on it
moccasins.
and, like-
I guess. I wanted to find a really ridiculous one to point out how ridiculous emails are sometimes, but.
I actually thought it was cute outfit too because it matches your blouse.
Yeah,
Oh.
match.
Oh, it
Like,
does.
just layering.
So are we going to give these back to Angela then, or to you?
You'll actually give them to me and I'll give them back to her.
Great.
I just check to make sure
So
everything's
we write
turned
our
in.
name as the observer, correct?
Yes, your name is the observer.
So we'll just save all those in a pile and turn them in after?
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Yep.
Thanks.
I'll give everyone their copies and their digital files next week, and then you can take them to graduate.
Sweet. Good job.
Do you want me to pause it in between?
Yeah, if you wouldn't
I can do
mind.
that.
Okay. Well.